This is the A2B Velociti, and it is an awesome bike. A2B started out with the Metro, and it's similar, but I believe that had a 500 watt hub motor. This one takes it down a notch to 450, but that is still plenty of get up and go to carry you up hills against wind. This thing is a lot like a little electric scooter, really, when it comes down to it. So you've got a 36 volt battery back here with 13.2 amp hours of juice. So that amp hours is what takes you far. Basically, it's distance. So a lot of electric bikes just have a 10 amp hour pack, but for this one, at 13.2 is great. 36 volts combined with that 450 watt rear hub motor is just excellent. And the way this bike is put together is just really it's just really great. It doesn't have pedal assist like many electric bikes, which means you pedal along and it automatically detects that and helps you. This one just has this throttle here. Whoa, it's turned on right now, and so twisting that just immediately it just carries you. You go immediately. So some of the other unique features about this bike is it's got lights built in, and some electric bikes you'll notice they've got like a little LCD or something and with all the settings. This one doesn't have that, but that keeps it pretty simple. You just come back here, you press the on-off switch, and then you twist the throttle. That's it. Now the lights, the way they work is there's this on-off switch here. So when I turn the front light on, it actually also turns the back light on, which is really cool. It's nice that they did that. Some other bikes you have to turn them both on. It's just an extra step you might forget. So it's great that they designed it to be. They've designed it very thoughtfully. Also, I love the fact that they've got this chain guard right here, and so that's going to make it so you don't get your pants like greasy. You're not going to get your pants caught in the chain. And they've got this nice aluminum chain guide, and it doubles as a bash guard. So if you hit a rock or something, it won't chip the teeth on the chain ring, and that's great. And it actually keeps it from falling off as well. So when you're pedaling along, you can imagine if you were or weren't pedaling and you're using the throttle mode up here, and let's say you hit a bump in the road, the chain starts to slap up and down, and it's real easy for the chain to fall off. So it's great that they've got chain guide, and it's nice that they use such high quality materials. In terms of pedaling, this bike has 7 speeds. So there's just a standard cassette back here, and you've got the Shimano Alivio derailleur, which is awesome. So it's just good solid package. And then I love the fenders too. The fact that this bike has fenders, even though you've got this sort of rear rack that would stop the water, the fenders really just keep the splash from hitting you, both in the front and in the back, which is great. The other thing I really like is the wires are actually integrated through the frame, which is great. So you look at this thing and it's beautiful. There's nothing that's going to get caught, get snagged, get cut. It's great that they did that. And the tires, back to the tires, you can see they're kind of unique. They're a little bit wider than most tires and kind of like flatter top surface. It's kind of like this high performance design. It might make it a little bit more expensive or challenging to replace them at some point, but they work pretty well, and it gives it a nice feel. So some of the other electric bikes out there have these big balloon tires, and they're more round, but it achieves the same thing. You go over little bumps, and those absorb some of that vibration, along with this great shock. This shock actually works really well. Again, it's clean. There are no stickers on it. This is just a really sleek-looking bike, which is great. Now, the downside of this unique design, though, it seems is that it's going to be hard to mount this on like a car. Like they've got those rear racks that kind of stick out because it's kind of this like step through design, and that's the only style they offer. They don't offer like a high step. So hey, it makes it easy to get on, makes it a little harder to mount on bike racks. And again, the thicker tires could also be a little bit, but not too bad. When you're at the bike rack, you can just put your lock through here, or loop your chain through there or something. So it's pretty thoughtful. I also like the kickstand. It works very well. And other improvements they made from some of the older versions of this bike are that they no longer have like a key or anything. There's no display, so it's a lot more rugged. It's more durable. And there's this nice headset here, so you can kind of angle it up. So depending on whether you want to be leaned way far forward or a little bit more upright, which is my preference. So, beautiful bike, super solid. Let's hop on and give it a whirl. Okay, so remember, there's no pedal assist, so I'm just pedaling like normal. And it works fine. 7 speeds, grip twist shifter right here. It's got that nice sound when you're coasting. Great. So I've gone down a little bit of a hill here. I'm going to go ahead and turn around and take it back up and show you what the throttle can do. Okay. Switch hands. So from almost a complete standstill. Oh, I think I turned the bike off. Here we go. Press that power switch in the back. There we go, I'm gunning it. It's pretty good. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. So you can see it starts to perform a lot more like a scooter than a bicycle. It's got these nice big disc brakes, so stopping is no problem. There we go. Awesome. Well, that's it. I've got some more details and some pictures along with the full written review back at ElectricBikeReview.com. I'll see you there.